If I told you that you had an amazing body, would you hold it against me? If I told you you had beautiful eyes, would you look at me twice? If I told you you had a kind heart, would you give it to me? He stole my heart. That expression, where does it come from? And how did it come to mean what it means? How can you love somebody who has taken the very thing away from you that keeps you alive? He stole my heart. The man in the plastic room. He stole my heart. He was beautifully brilliant. When I woke up in his colorless chamber of cessation, I knew this was the end. But it wasn't over. I looked around the room. To my left, perfectly sat 7 pictures, some male, others female. And in the middle, the most beautiful of them all. She was my greatest achievement. The Pulp Fiction to my Tarantino. My vote. Her name, a new lease on life. She was my masterpiece. What have you done to her? My eyes were fixated on the picture. He clicked his fingers. Whoa. Whoa. But I did not notice. Where was my boat? I'd never see her again.
You like this picture, do you?
The brilliant man picked it up and glanced at it.
It's a beauty.
She's a beauty. Where is she? What have you done with her? He set down the picture and stepped toward me.
She's gone.
What do you mean? I got nervous. I started to shake. I didn't even realize that I was wrapped in the very thing which covered the entire room. Please, tell me! Tell me! I screamed at him, demanding a response. But he continued to ignore me. His silence was deafening. Once again, he began to walk around the room. He stood at my right-hand side now, and peered down into my eyes.
Why do you only care about the boat? Do the people mean nothing to you?
The people are the boat. I smiled at him. They're all her. Everything about them are with her. In her. As her. As I spoke, I watched his reaction. Something inside his mind clicked. You understand now.
The boat is one giant trophy.
I grinned, knowing that now he knew. But would he accept my brilliance?
Yeah, I already knew. Why do you think you're here? I needed evidence. And that boat was like...
I interrupted him. Raiding the Lost Ark? He replied without hesitation.
Well, more like your Temple of Doom.
He grinned at me, and in an instant I recognized him. I know you! I was watching her. She was so beautiful. Long straight brown hair, a tucked in patterned shirt, and those jeans. Not much of an ass, but damn! She was talking to this man that I now know. But this was only a memory, a flicker in time. I could not change the past, just like it was impossible to change my future. He got up and left her. Now she was alone. How could a man leave someone as beautiful as her alone? I approached her and I sat down in the vacant chair that was once occupied by my captor.
Who the fuck are you?
I saw you were alone and...
And you thought what? I'd want a douchebag to sit next to me?
Hey, come on. I'm just being...
A fucking creep?
I lowered my tone and spoke in a calm voice. Do not interrupt me.
Why me? Am I a freak magnet? I don't know you. Don't fucking talk to me.
I'd like to get to know you.
Would you like to get to know my gun?
She showed me her badge.
Leave now before I arrest you.
Under what grounds?
Pissing on a public bench. Get the fuck out of my face.
Well then.
Well then, fuck off.
I got up and left. 2, maybe 3 seconds had passed. I was back in the room with the beautiful genius. But he wasn't so beautiful now. How could you leave her alone? How could you leave her alone? What are you... Shut up! I yelled and he was taken aback. Like nobody had ever taken control in his kill room apart from himself. I couldn't leave her alone. She is too beautiful not to be gazed upon. Her slender frame, her love-filled eyes. Oh, those eyes. He hit me on the head, and for a moment I faded out of consciousness and back in time. I followed her home and knelt behind some bushes outside her house. I watched her. I stared at her, admiring every little movement she made, savoring every little moment. She opened her front door and looked out. She was calling somebody.
Geez, Dex, where in Fucktopia are you?
There was a sharp sting in my neck and a voice spoke. I'm working late.